Hi knitters, it's Mimi with Pastiche Knitwear, and today we're going to do some smocking. So I have a pattern called the Renaissance Hat and Fingerless Gloves, two separate patterns, and it utilizes this smocking technique, which I think is so pretty and not hard to do. So I wanted to show you how to do it. As you can see, I've already done some of it, and I wanted to show you because you need to be moving the stitch marker in a couple of stitches. So I wanted to show you how to do that. So I have finished my second smocking round, and I've done what the pattern stipulated for the knit 2 purl 2 rib that I need to do. So I've come to the end, and the pattern says leave the last 2 knit stitches unworked in this last row. So I have done that, as you see. So I'm going to take my stitch marker off. I'm going to slip these 2 unworked stitches back onto the left hand needle, and then I'm going to replace my stitch marker. Now I can commence with the smocking. So here I am, and the pattern says that you're going to put your needle in between the 6th and 7th stitches. So what we have here is we have knit 2, purl 2, knit 2, purl 2. This is going to be an 8-stitch repeat, and the smocked stitches will be these first 6, which they begin and end with 2 knit stitches. And this is always true. That's part of why we needed to offset, because we want this sort of honeycomb look on it. So I'm going to stick my right hand needle in between, not into a stitch, just in between stitches 6 and 7. I'm going to bring my yarn around to knit, and then I'm just going to pull that strand out. I like to give myself a little bit of working room. I'm going to drop that up onto the left hand needle, and then I'm going to pull very gently. For my Princess Bride fans, gently. Oops, lost my, okay. And then I'm going to knit that strand, that stitch that I made, together with my first knit stitch. And then I'm going to knit 1, and then I'm going to commence with my ribbing. So it's purl 2, knit 1. Those are my 6 smocked stitches that I did, and now I've got my 2 purl stitches maintaining the pattern, and that is what separates my smocking. Okay, so let's do it again. We're going to bring the needle tip in between stitches 6 and 7, so it's 2 knits, 2 purls, 2 knits, and that's where I put my needle. Yarn around, pull it out, give yourself a little working room, and then just tighten up just a bit, not much. Knit that smocked stitch together with the first stitch. That's a knit 1, and this will be my knit 2, purl 2, knit 2. That completes the smocking, and then I have my purl 2, which separates the smocked bits. Now, as in all ribbing, you're always knitting your knits and purling your purls. It's just on this we're doing this extra little smocked bit. So I'm going to work my way around here, and then I'm going to do my rows or rounds that I need to do before I do the second smocking row. So I will meet you back here for that. See you in a bit. Here we are. We are back, and I have done my requisite number of rows that I need to do. And so the directions tell you to remove the stitch marker, to slip the first 2 knit stitches purlwise, and then replace your stitch marker. And this time, for the second smocking round, instead of starting with the smocking at the beginning, you can see we've got 2 purl stitches here. So we are going to purl those 2 stitches, and then we are going to do our smocking. So once again, same thing. First and last 2, knit 2, purl 2, knit 2. We always put it in between that last set of knit stitches and the purl stitches that divide the smocking. So we're just going to drop that up here, put my needle in here, give it a little tug, knit that first stitch together with the smocked bit, and it's a knit 2, purl 2, knit 2, that's the end of the smocking, and then we have the purl 2, which is in between. Now I apologize for the color of the yarn. I taught this class a while back, and this is what I had chosen, and I think it kind of looks like the dog's breakfast actually, and it's not as easy to see, but I did at least want to get a video out here of how to do the smocking. I will say this too, you're going to look on the back, your smocking does strand across the back. So don't be alarmed when you see that, that's kind of the nature of the beast there. So let's just do one more for fun. In between, excuse me. Pull it out, drop it up, and we'll do our knit 2, purl 2, knit 2. The first stitch is knit together with the smocking stitch. And then you have a purl 2 in between. I will put the link to the hat and fingerless gloves in the notes below so that you can give it a try if you'd like to. Hope this has been helpful to you. As always, consider subscribing if these videos are helpful to you. Thanks a bunch. Bye.